Hi there. Transformational change is enabled as past technologies simplify. Let me explain what I mean. Dr. Damien Gessler of Semantic Options recently gave a keynote address in which he stated, transformational change is enabled as past technologies simplify. Immediately, I thought of the many presentations and papers where a few of my colleagues and I have applied Everett Rogers' diffusion of innovations theory to GIS and education. Rogers' theory focuses on how innovations are adopted, at first by innovators and then by early adopters. Rogers says that for real change to occur with any technology, the early majority of users, representing one standard deviation below the mean, will need to adopt the technology. Some of us are arguing that with the advent of web-based GIS and the resulting lowering of technology and learning barriers, we are beginning to see an early majority of educators using GIS in their instruction. Exciting times. Gessler's point perfectly applies to the use of GIS in education. First, GIS has 50-year-old roots, so while one can argue that it is changing more rapidly now than ever before, it qualifies as a past technology as identified by Gessler. Its methods and models have been tested, vetted, and refined. Second, it has simplified in many ways through the advent of the graphical user interface around 2000. Before that, it was all command line driven or largely command line driven, for those of you that remember back that far. Also, web-based services through the geography network of the early 2000s and on through the modern ArcGIS Online platform. And its ability to incorporate real-time data, multimedia via story maps and other mapping applications, and field data through crowdsourcing and other methods. As GIS has become easier to use, it has simultaneously become more powerful. These two simultaneous trends are attracting people in a widening diversity of disciplines to the use of GIS. As people do become attracted to GIS, decisions are increasingly made using the geographic perspective, and transformational change is enabled, to put it in Dr. Gessler's words. In the classroom at the primary, secondary, and university levels, in formal and in informal settings, the use of the technologies and methods are beginning to affect transformational change in how skills, content knowledge, and perspectives are taught and learned. Do you agree that we are seeing transformational change with regard to the use of GIS in education? What do you recommend that we as the community need to do in order to further encourage and hasten these developments? So that's why I say, for something to consider, transformational change is enabled as past technologies simplify. And I'd like you to think about that with regards to GIS. Thanks.